Yo, good morning, DGens. What's going on? All right, we got a special article for you this morning. We're going to dive into. Markets still pretty red this morning, guys. Good DCA opportunities. I took advantage yesterday morning. I DCA'd again last night, and I will be DCAing again this morning. There's just too many good opportunities out there to pass up, guys. JASMY at 3 cents 270. Yeah, please. So not much green in the crypto space right now. So guys, listen, whatever your favorite altcoin is, whatever project you wanted to get more of, this is probably your last opportunity, right? And I know you probably heard that a lot, but for real, we are getting ready for liftoff here, and I really don't think that this dip is going to be very long lasting. We have three big announcements from the Fed this week, right? We got the jobs, we got the inflation numbers, all kinds of stuff, right? And if they come in even neutral to positive in the slightest, market's going to take off again, right? So I think right now the market's just kind of waiting on those numbers now so we can decide which direction we want to go. But hey, listen, the flip side of that coin is if the numbers are bad, we're going to see more downside, which for me personally, again, buy. That's what I'm doing. I mean, I can't give you financial advice, guys, but I'm scooping up as much as I can at these numbers. So JASMY down 9.8% on the day, up 1.1% on the week, down 13.4% on the month, and up 538% on the year. We're actually up one spot and ranked 70 today. Market cap took a hit, 1.58 billion. The volume is down as well, 146.98 million. So there's that. So let's go over to the JASMY chart and have a look. Now I was doing a little Fibonacci, looking at the fibs here. Now people keep asking me where can we go. We're sitting on the 382 right now, right here, right at 382 at 3 cents 244. If we fall below there and we don't catch support on the 100-day SMA at 2 cents 765, we could come down to the 236, which is sitting right at about 2 cents 6, right? So we could come down to that level, which acted as a little bit of resistance right here. So if we come down another leg, it will be down to the 236. But I mean, I'm kind of thinking we'll probably hold support where we are. It's hard to say. This is a double top we have now on JASMY. So we could actually come down to, it would make sense to come down to the 236, right? But we'll watch it. The RSI is creeping into oversold. It's 43.77. Going over to the 4 hour. Yeah, we need some momentum. Again, we got this double top. Or one could theorize we have a triple bottom, right? Either way, I do think 50-50 shot at hitting the 236. This double top probably indicates that we will see a drop down to the 236, but we could hold support. Again, it depends largely on what happens today, tomorrow, and Friday with inflation numbers and so on. That's going to be a key factor in all of this, you guys. So yeah, something we have to pay attention to. All right, so let's go look at Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Just dumping, down at 94,700. Seems like it's continuing its way downward right now. Again, guys, if the numbers look bad all week this week, we're probably coming down into the zone. And I warned you guys. I was warning you guys, right? All this time, I said we could come down. This is not off the table. Now, I was hoping that it would be off the table because we did put in a higher high, but lo and behold, it was a fake out, and now we're back down here. So it does look like this number is back on the table very, very bigly, 85 to 88K, guys. And then, like I said before, potential to come down into this level here, 78 to 80K to fill in the CME gap. Do I think that's likely? No, I don't think it's likely. I don't think it will happen, but it is possible So I have to keep you guys aware of all possible scenarios, right? So that's what I'm looking at, guys. Will we come down between this 85 and 88K? That's the next question. Again, a lot depends on the news this week. A lot depends on the news. Now, let's get into the story here. From my good buddy, Jesse at KIR Finance. Make sure you give him a follow. He says, on the 5th anniversary of the release of JASMY, the following highlights are from an interview with Harada. So I'm not going to read too much of that because I'm actually going to get right into the article. I just wanted to introduce it from Jesse. So building an infrastructure for a new AI industry, JASMY's Harada talks about the history and the future. In commemoration of the 5th anniversary of JASMY token issuance, we interviewed Mr. Harada, who is active as the CFO of JASMY, about the activities since the issuance of JASMY and the new project Junction. So the question here, please tell us about your background before joining the JASMY project and how you got involved. Now, keep in mind, guys, the wording might sound a little weird from time to time. It is translated from Japanese. So the answer from Harada is, first of all, before joining JASMY, I worked as a certified public accountant for 11 years, working in audits and IPOs. So he does come from traditional stocks. I started studying to become a certified public accountant at the end of my second year of university when I was a student. I was dedicated to track and field. When I was in high school, I came in second place in the Kanagawa prefecture, and I was recommended for track and field, but there was a university I wanted to enter. So I took the general entrance exam. I continued to track and field at university, but when I thought about my future career, I decided to quit track and field and start studying for a certified public accountant. I was able to pass the CPA exam in the year I graduated from university, so I joined KPMG Japan and ASA LLC. A career at an audit firm of more than 11 years has been very enjoyable and challenging. He has been involved in audits of more than 100 companies, including super general contractors, including construction, broadcasting, newspaper publishers, software development, and internet advertising. I was also actively involved in IPO work. I think that I've gained a lot of knowledge by accumulating discussions on an equal footing with famous managers who have been listed on the JAS DAQ, I guess, markets. Is that their version of the NASDAQ? I don't know. And often seen in the media. And I think that I'm still alive today. In addition, see, it's loosely translated from Japanese, so he probably meant to say something else, but it translates to, and I think that I'm still alive today. In addition, I had a variety of experiences, such as continuous receiving orders for financial due diligence work in the line of M&A strategy of client company, internal control advisory work to external companies, in-house training instructors, and promotion of work style reform projects. In the summer of 2018, when I was working as a manager, I was fortunate enough to be asked to support the listing of JASMY's crypto asset, which was the reason why I joined JASMY's project. There are several reasons for this, but one of them is that I had doubts about the direction of the company as a major audit firm. As I mentioned earlier, working as a manager was really rewarding, and I had high reputation at Azusa. And it was time when I was considering an overseas assignment. At that time, there were many companies in the IPO industry that were trying to expand their business with smartphone apps and game content. And there were many such clients in Azura's IPO department in particular. There was a lot of momentum among the growth companies before and after the IPO. So there was several companies that considered utilizing crypto assets, which is a growing industry. As a new business and ICO, initial coin offering, raising funds for your crypto asset, as we know. As is the case today, there are still many areas where the rules for crypto assets have not been determined, and Azura's focus on collecting examples anyway. However, even after more than 2 years, they did not consider being able to express their opinions as a major audit firm, but simply continued to put a stop to the company. The business may not be able to issue an audit opinion, so it is better to stop it. And if it is a small amount, it is acceptable. As someone who has worked to support the growth of companies, I was suspicious of the attitude of corporations that went against that. When I felt the potential of crypto assets but couldn't move, I received an offer from the JASMY project. I decided to join JASMY with the idea of investing myself in the growth in a growth field in my 30s, accomplishing the important mission of listing crypto assets with my own hands and creating my own listing case instead of an audit firm that cannot operate without standards. Please tell us about your position in the program and your activities so far. First of all, let me give you a brief introduction to JASMY. JASMY was founded in 2016, but at the time it was a company that developed semiconductor chips that could be easily connected to IoT. Since I have always been a decentralized business, I discovered blockchain at the end of 2017 and started developing my own consortium chain with the support of Centrality in New Zealand. Centrality, guys, as we know, is a partner of JASMY. My first job was to write a white paper and research and negotiate a listing on a domestic cryptocurrency exchange. At that time, I didn't know much about the industry, let alone investing, and there was no case of token listings in Japan's projects. So I set the goal of first in Japan and read overseas cases and had many meetings with lawyers. There were many twists and turns before the listing, and in January of 2021, it will be listed on an overseas exchange for the first time. After that, we held a series of meetings with exchanges in each country to list on a new exchange every month. In March of 2021, I personally started Twitter for listing in the US and started posting in English. Actually, it wasn't the first time people who liked to appear in public, but I didn't like to wait even more than that. And then he laughed. So I put into practice various attempts based on impressing the overseas community that the account will be the first IR to appear. It is well known among the long-term JASMY community, but we have implemented an initiative called IR for 50 consecutive weeks. By constantly partnering with new companies and projects and going public, the community has matured and is always ready for new information every week. The common name Japanese Bitcoin and name JASMY Army also orientated from the community. I think we've built a very participatory, supportive, and sometimes overly strong community. As a result, in October of 2021, it became the first Japan company to be listed on Coinbase in the United States, and at the same time, it was listed on in Japan, and the following month, it was listed on Binance. So it's nice that he gave the JASMY community a shout out there and recognized the strength of the community. Since then, JASMY has strengthened its management structure, collaborated with strong market makers around the world, and implemented strong promotions within exchanges, achieving a market capitalization of $2 billion, which is 300 billion yen, in February of 2024. We are grateful for the people involved in the exchange who support us, the partner companies that are involved in development and businesses collaboration, and the community who support us through investments in the markets. I am always in the state of urgency as I carry out my work every day. What is JASMY? Please tell us about the society that JASMY is aiming for and its position in the domestic crypto asset market. JASMY's vision is to democratize data, in addition to the fact that data is very valuable and there are legal rules for handling it. We are developing a platform that allows us to carry out things that we take for granted in our daily lives, such as always being cautious when providing our own information to others and choosing to use it according to the recipient. Even in an environment connected to the internet, the two main products of JASMY are the secure PC, an installable software service that manages PC using blockchain, and JASMY's personal data locker, a decentralized database. The unique blockchain built by consortium type trusted nodes makes it possible to prove not only KYC, but also KYM, which is Know Your Machine. The device information can be linked to personal data to identify the record as personal data. The service is used commercially as a service that enables operators to authenticate users without acquiring personal information at call centers. In addition, when disclosing personal information to other companies, it is abstracted and provided in a form that does not contain personal information, so that it is used to build a database that does not contain personal information in compliance with laws and regulations such as personal information protection laws and GDPR, and to reduce information security costs. Through these products, JASMY wants to realize the future of realizing a data marketplace. The data held by individuals is very valuable, and that value is monopolized by big tech companies. I think all of you feel that feeling that's good because it's free to use is a little old. Okay, that didn't make much sense, but again, Japanese to English. There is no shortage of companies that are struggling to provide fair services due to identity theft, duplicates, scum, and discarded red. I often use libraries as an example, not bookshelves. Individuals have the data, and companies use it with permission. Return the data when it is no longer needed. If it is used for commercial purposes, the company buys and uses personal data for a fee. I believe that if such personal data is valued, the time will come when personal data will be valued because it is different from others, such as comparisons with the past. Special records and collections of one's own, rather than big data that emphasizes volume. So that's another difference, guys. And it speaks to a question that I got asked: why would these big companies purchase the data through JASMY, through the marketplace, instead of just continuing to buy it through like Google and Meta and stuff like that? Well, because again, they just focus on volume of data. They have no system in place to validate the data or ensure that it's accurate, right? For starters, if we're talking about JASMY and Junction's, they have an AI implementation that screens data as it is put into the system, and that data is screened as valid and true, real, right? So that's the thing. If I'm a big company and I'm spending millions, if not billions of dollars on information, data, well, I want to make sure that that data is actually accurate, right? So since I'm using it for marketing. Our JASMY exists as an indicator of the value of this data. How much money can I earn per year from the data that belongs to my database? If you provide your data to other parties, you can earn JASMY. You can use JASMY as a security deposit as collateral to prove your data, and having JASMY will prove your data, and you can take on new challenges. I believe that my major mission is to make JASMY function as a central currency of this economic zone. Looking back on our activities, up to 2024. How do you feel about the results so far and the development of the project? If I were to give a score in terms of the past achievements, I would be 80 points for crypto assets and about 40 points for products. As mentioned above, JASMY advocates for democratization of data, adds value to data, and belongs to individuals, and aims to build a data marketplace, as I described in the white paper. There are several steps to achieve this. Number one, identify data attributed to the individual and securely share it with others. Number two, expand the type and amount of data linking with IoT. Number three, realize the exchange of data and value. And number four, develop a data marketplace where data value can be freely embodied. From this point of view, we're currently at a stage where JASMY products are becoming more widespread, and the types of data that can be linked are increasing. So we will still have to continue to work diligently to achieve our goals. On the other hand, when it comes to cryptocurrency, from the beginning, we aimed for a currency that is high liquidity and can be trusted to invest in. Specifically, we have focused on the entry of institutional investors into the market. When issuing a cryptocurrency, you don't need advanced printing technology like yen bills or dollar bills. Anyone can issue new currency in 5 minutes. This is an extreme opinion. But I don't think that the function of the token itself has any technical value. That's why I think it's important to gain the trust of the project that supports the crypto asset, to have active and open discussions, and to show that the project team is sincerely focused on their work. Although our products have not yet gained global recognition, we have been able to build a large number of trusted communities through cryptocurrency, which is the appeal of the new P2P communication that is different from world of stocks. About Junction, could you give us an overview of your new project Junction and how it relates to JASMY? Junction is an incubation project that I founded with the aim of expanding JASMY's ecosystem. Sony tried to operate the PlayStation GPUs in the distributed manner around 2007 and perform computing such as genome analysis, but it effectively ended in failure. We launched Junction to build infrastructure for a new AI market by restarting idle GPUs by utilizing JASMY management's resources. What set it apart from the new consensus mechanism, proof of resource and proof of task, by connecting not only data centers, but also GPUs owned by individual consumers to a cloud, we will promote new uses such as computing and approve new blockchain transactions based on them. By using Junction as a marketplace for GPU processing capabilities, users will be able to connect dormant PlayStations and other gaming devices to the network and earn rewards. Under the new narrative of PlayStation as a mining machine, we are working every day to build the infrastructure for a new AI industry with AI and deep learning engineers, as well as a team from exchanges and major consulting firms. What are your goals for crypto assets in Web3 in 5 years? The members I work with have their own backbones and are in an environment where various ideas come out. So there's always something I want to do, but I don't want to be particular about a specific area. But I would like to consolidate various ideas into one ecosystem after giving shape to them and expanding them. In the future, I would like to collaborate with Junction by sharing the processing power of GPUs with other projects, and we will build a system that will increase profits, and there is a plan to return revenue to users who hold tokens. We also want to create a marketplace for carbon credits within the JASMY ecosystem. Currently, I'm studying the case studies of Europe, which is advanced in the field of environmental investments, and I am working to commercialize in the next it in the next 3 years. I can't say anything definite about my vision for the next 5 years because there are as many ideas as there are endless ideas. But I would like to create interesting things and good services through trial and error. Lastly, do you have a message for JASMY holders? The JASMY project, which was mainly unveiled by holders, was able to celebrate its 5th anniversary since the issuance of JASMY token. In Junction, which is a newly released, which was newly released this time, we plan to create a mechanism to provide revenue opportunities to JASMY holders and users. JASMY is more than just a cryptocurrency. It is a community of people who believe in technology and its potential. Junction is an important step forward in creating new value together with you and growing together. We look forward to working with you to pioneer the forefront of innovation. So there you have it, guys. I will be doing a couple of other videos breaking down, picking out little things that Harada had said here and breaking them down in greater detail, guys. But this video is already at 26 minutes. So I will end it there, guys. And listen, we are doing something absolutely unprecedented over on the Patreon, guys. We are opening a window that no one else does on their Patreons or Discords. It's a group video call. You're able to jump in whenever you're feeling fear or you've read some FUD or something like that about whether it's JASMY or Onyx Coin or whatever project that you're in. You're able to jump into these group video calls. We have hundreds and hundreds of community members over there, and you're able to get the reassurances that you need, get the feedback that you need. If you're scared about something, you can jump in and say, hey, guys, you can see everybody else. They can see you. They can hear you. You can hear them. You can jump right in and say, hey, guys, this is what I'm seeing. I saw this video about this. It's scaring me. What do you think about this? You know, I'm thinking about selling shit. Am I making a mistake? Am I overreacting? You're able to get the help that you need, okay? So get over there and join our group video calls. We do them every single day. You can also schedule one-on-one coaching AMAs with me personally. And if you do not have an exit strategy in place and you're new to crypto, guys, there is no shame in having your hand held by a community of people who have been through multiple altcoin seasons who can help you devise an exit strategy so that you're leaving this bull run with your profits intact for you and your family. So join the Patreon, guys. Join the group video calls. Schedule your one-on-one coaching AMAs with me. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.